a lot of times I ask my customers, like, how will you know this stop is the last stop? So if I'm in the close with you, right, and then you tell me that you're not going to do anything until July, right? And I'm going to say, just out of curiosity, why July? So let's role play a little bit. Why July?
Waiting on my income tax.
Your income tax? Okay. Now, just out of curiosity, how much do you estimate that income tax check being in terms of putting down for a down payment?
$3,000.
$3,000? Let me ask you this. What if I was able to make the deal happen for you today without the $3,000? And then you could save that money, keep it in your pocket, so when it does come in July, you have some liquid cash to use for whatever you want to use it for. Okay. Would that work for you?
That would.
Right? Or you say, no, but I want to use it because I want the payment to be lower. And then you go to the cookie jar close. What if you were able to just pull it out every month and just put that difference towards the monthly payment, right? So I could do that. Or I could ask you, let's just say, no, I think I'll be ready around July, but say to me, don't say the income tax. I just think I'll be ready around June or July. Say that to me.
Okay, I'll be ready around June or July.
Okay, now, out of curiosity, whether it's today, whether it's next week, and I'm not saying that you're going to leave with the car today, so I'm not trying to, it's not a pressure thing. Now I keep the wall down. Whether it was today, next week, June or July, how would you know when you are ready?
Well, I'm waiting for the 25s to come out
to
see if they're going to be any different. I also wanted to look at the Toyotas.
Okay, so 25's different, right? 25's different. Chances are he won't have an answer for whether or not, how he'll know he'll be ready in June or July. That's just an excuse, right? Mm-hmm. That's an excuse because he doesn't want to make a decision he's going to regret. So he said he wants to wait for the 25s, which will be more expensive, right? So we can use that to our advantage. 25s are going to be more expensive, right? So if it's a payment thing, that's working against him. Trade-in value is going to be less. If it's a payment thing, that's working against him. Because yes, once all the 25s are out, your 2018 trade will now be a year older. That works against him. The Toyota, if I know my competitors, I could stop him in his tracks right there, right? So, but I'm digging, I'm finding out, right? But if I just chalk it up to, he's not ready till the summertime, and that's the narrative we run with, then that's the only thing we know, right? A lot of times I ask my customers, like, how will you know when this stop is the last stop, right? Like, how will you know, right? Because for me personally, and I buy cars too, right? I say to myself, I know that it's time to pull the trigger on getting a new vehicle when a few boxes are checked. Do you mind if I share them with you? Number one, I love the car, right? I love the car enough to own it. The car checks all of the boxes. So, George, let me ask you, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being perfect, how would you rate the vehicle as it pertains to checking all the boxes for you and your household?
I would say 8.
An 8? Okay, great. It's the car. I know right now it's the car. It's not a 10, right? So, George, let me ask you this. I have 8 here. What would make it a 10? Is there something that's color? Okay, so when you say color, I know we're looking at the white one right now. Which colors, give myself a few options. Don't back myself into a corner in case I don't have it. Which colors would you rate a 10?
Gotta be Sonic Gray.
Gotta be Sonic Gray? Now, guys, think about this. Gotta be Sonic Gray. I'm showing him white car. He's telling me he's going to wait till June or July. It's just an excuse. It's not a real objection. I'm on the wrong vehicle. All right, so George, let me ask you this. If the vehicle that we were looking at today was Sonic Gray, right, would there be any reason why you'd have to wait till June or July?
Well, if you could get me to that same payment without that $3,000 down that I'm waiting for my income tax, and you had it in Sonic Gray, I don't see why we couldn't.
Okay. Now, when you say the same payment, that was on a white vehicle that we looked at, right?
Yes.
You obviously see more value in the Sonic Gray than the white. How much is that worth to you?
Well, when I did my research, I did notice that the Sonic Gray and the white are both premium colors, so they're the same exact price, so not much different.
Not much different? Okay.
No,
okay. Okay. So if I was able to get you closer to your payment goal with no money out of pocket, no reason to wait for your income tax check, save that $3,000, keep it in your pocket, and have you leave today in the Sonic Gray, the vehicle that you really love, and the one that you said you wanted to leave in, if there were the right color, you would do a deal today?
Yeah.
Right? But he told me he wanted to wait till June or July. Right? Because that's probably something he planted in his head back at home before he found a car that he loved. And I would never know that if I didn't draw that out of him, right?